Our world is changing. Due to circumstances beyond our control, our world has literally been turned upside down. Nothing will be the same. The world as we know it is no longer. It's no secret that the start of 2020 has been hugely disruptive for the majority of Americans. Did you know that the Washington Associated Press reported some 30 million Americans registered for unemployment since the quarantine began? Were you aware that Forbes estimated that 47 million people have been laid off since April 2020? And according to Charles Schwab, 59% of all Americans were living from paycheck to paycheck before the quarantine began. So can you imagine what financial duress and hardship those 47 million Americans will face once quarantine is lifted? Some of us won't financially recover for 18 to 24 months. Now, the Washington Post reported 77% of those laid off believe they'll be returning to work. However, there are no guarantees due to the disappearance of tens of thousands of businesses that had to close permanently, like Pier 1. Companies like Payless Shoes and 24 Hour Fitness are closing the majority of their locations. Well, what does that mean for all their employees? Unemployment is at an all-time high and is expected to get far worse before it ever gets better. Every one of us has either been adversely affected by this pandemic or know someone who has. So what's the solution? If you haven't heard us say this in time past, perhaps it's most appropriate that we reiterate it again for you now. Multiple streams of income. Most Americans only have one, their job. If the average millionaire has 7 income sources, why don't you? With multiple streams of income, no matter what happens in the nation's economy, you're far more likely to avoid any financial panic or ruin because having only one income stream puts you and your family at risk. Can you see that? And according to Fundera.com, a Better Business Bureau accredited online banking institution, 50% of all U.S. businesses were home-based as of December 2019. As a collective, home-based businesses generated a total revenue of $427 billion in 2017, while a whopping 69% of all new startups are home-based. And they're forecasting a sharp increase in that number due to families like yours who are interested in creating financial security by adding a line or two of additional income streams using the lucrative home-based business model. The question is, are you one of those families? If so, then stick around. If not, we appreciate you investing these last few minutes with us, and we wish you the absolute best in your endeavors. We'll give you a moment or two to close out this video. If you are one of those families and you're serious about safeguarding you and your family against any financial inconveniences or catastrophes, to find out more about the biggest thing to come along in the entire home-based business arena, click here.